Good morning. This is Mayor Craig Ford for the Mayor's Minute. Welcome back. We've had another eventful week in the city of Gadsden, and we've kicked off First Friday. And with our Friday's concert, summer concert series, we had Motown, had a great crowd. So please don't forget, First Friday in July, we have another concert coming up. Janet Terrence does an excellent job with that, and the concerts are free to the public. And then in August, we'll have another concert also. We're looking at doing a lot of upgrades to the amphitheater. We're waiting on our architectural plan to come back. We're not going to modify or hurt the amphitheater, but we're looking at doing some things like handrails, trying to get some things like some sky boxes around the top. But we got to keep it in line with the Historical Society, and we got to keep it aesthetically the same type of rock. And we just want to enhance it, especially since Convention Hall has been torn down. We're also looking at some developers for some areas in the Convention Hall, because it goes hand in hand with our riverfront development. We're almost getting our traffic study back for Highway 411 for the relocation of the highway so we can develop the river. We're also close to sign a letter of intent to relocate City Hall. So you can tell a lot of big things are happening. We got something going on. If you noticed, if something going on is my allergies, I can tell you that. But allergy season's happening right now. But we got EV charging stations coming, hopefully, to the venue and behind Cultural Arts Centers for the people that drive electric vehicles. I think that's being proactive, and also for the tourists that come in that drive electric vehicles. But moving City Hall and bringing in a developer to the current City Hall that we're in now, creating a boutique hotel and some retail and residential along the river, overlooking the river, I think is a great idea. Will help develop some tourism and help generate what we call heads and beds and lodging tax and some revenue for the city. So we had city council meeting today. A lot of good things are happening. We decided that Public Works, we get a lot of calls about people's drainage, potholes, dogs in the neighborhood, etc. But when we contact Public Works, they don't have the necessary equipment they need to go into the neighborhoods to clean up the streets and pick up the debris and fill the potholes and etc. So we asked Public Works Director Howell Matthews to give us a list that he needed of equipment. Unfortunately, some of his equipment is up to 40 years old. So the other day, he had to shut down 2 departments within his department. And that's not what we want to do, because when we shut those departments down, the employees don't have anything to do, so we have to come up with something for them to do. So we're fortunate enough to have what we call an undesignated account that had built up over time under Mayor Guyton's administration. So we're able to borrow some money out of that, interest-free. So we're going to be able to borrow some new equipment, because my job is to make sure we get done what needs to be done and keeping Gadsden beautiful again, and cleaning up our streets, filling the potholes, fixing the drainage, and doing the things that need to be done. As a good friend of mine, Michael Rogers, told us the 3 things that the city needs to take care of, and I'm probably going to butcher it, but pick up the trash, fill the potholes, and what was the other one, Michael? Cut the grass. That's right, and we are cutting the grass. So I think that's important that we take care of you and take care of our community. We're trying, since the weather's pretty, I want to tell you, like in the military, we tell people, please hydrate, take care of your neighbor. But also, we're going to try to do some things that we don't get to do as far as in the community. We're going to do a lot of pressure washing, some stuff I've wanted to do in the past. We're going to pressure wash Broad Street, the sidewalks, and we're going to also pressure wash a lot of the parks, fix a lot of the fences, and do a lot of stuff outdoors that we're not able to do otherwise. We're also still continuing on our Gadsden State Complex. Hopefully that'll be done in August, our Field of Dreams, and our 2 softball fields that are going to be 200 feet. And those 2 fields are going to be turf. So we're excited about that. So the other thing we're addressing on another note is our homeless situation. We're trying to be very empathetic and very passionate about our people that are homeless, but also we have to take care of our merchants. So this is something that I'm taking very serious. We do not need people loitering on Broad Street and on Forest and on Locust in the areas where our merchants are located and people are trying to shop. Not everybody, so are bad people. Not all people are trying to loiter. Some people need help, and we have places for them to seek help. And we have some great individuals, Bruce Word, Tommy Marshall, just to name a few, Eddie Nichols at Breakaway Ministry, that are helping a lot of people that need help. But we want to direct them to those avenues, and we can't have them hurt our businesses. So there has been a piece of legislation passed in the Alabama legislature. It's Act number 2023-245, signed by Governor Ivey, and it allows us to enforce some legislation and some ordinances now, and we are going to enforce them. So if that happens, please contact our police department, and we're enforcing the homelessness situation, and we're going to not allow them to loiter in the areas where our merchants are occupying the area. The next thing are the animal situation. We're doing everything we can to pick up the stray animals. Our Humane Society is once again over this. I think there's a capacity of 50 cages for animals, and we're at about 150 to 170, which is not where we want to be. So if you need an animal or adoption, please. We're trying to adopt as many animals as we can, but we're also trying to go in the neighborhoods and pick up as many strays as we can. But listen, good things are happening. A lot of good things are coming about again, as I always say that, but we'll be with more news to come. We're excited to be here in Gadsden. It's great to be here in the summer of Gadsden, our first summer as administration, and I'm thankful to be able to serve as your mayor, so good day.